Hey there, hi there, ho there, friends. It's your old pal Michael, and welcome back to Travel with Michael. I'm a member of Travelmation, your travel agent. I have a very special guest today. His name is David Will, and he's with Sandals and Beaches Resorts down in the Caribbean. Let's welcome David. David, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So, David, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so in my current role, I serve as a business development manager for Sandals and Beaches Resorts. I work with travel advisors like Michael, get them down to the Caribbean islands, show them around the resort, show them the different updates. And that's how we really kind of spread the word about what we have going on down in the Caribbean where we're based, and also about all the fun experiences that you can do down there. So that's kind of my goal, is to help facilitate all the amazing experiences you can have down in the Caribbean islands.
Very cool. Now, you guys have Sandals and Beaches. So now Sandals is for your couples, and Beaches is for your families, correct?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And now you guys are in Jamaica, Barbados, St. Lucia, Grenada, Bahamas, Antigua, Curacao, and has St. Vincent opened yet, or it's about to open?
Yeah, so our newest island will be the little island of St. Vincent. It'll open in March of 2024, so this year coming up.
Yeah, beautiful white sandy beaches, gorgeous. Now, Beaches is in Turks and Caicos, Jamaica, and Negril and Ocho Rios in Jamaica. And that's on my bucket list. I can't wait to take my kids to Turks and Caicos and go to Beaches and have a great time there. Can you tell us what sets Sandals and Beaches apart from all the other all-inclusive resorts that are out there?
Yeah, so when you think of Sandals, a lot of times you think of a lot of the commercials that were all over during the 90s and the early 2000s. Sandals is kind of like the original for the all-inclusive experience. Sandals really spearheaded a lot of the resort efforts that you have down in the Caribbean islands now. So we're kind of like the originals and the pioneers. And in doing so, that's really kind of expanding what that all-inclusive experience can be. Now, of course, we do have our Beaches brand as well. We have 3 Beaches resorts, and we have a 4th one coming on board a little bit later this year. So pretty exciting.
That's awesome. So what sets you guys apart though from the other all-inclusives? Like, what do you have that the others don't have, or what do you have that excels over the others?
Yeah, so of course we have high-end gourmet dining. We're definitely at the very top of the field in terms of the culinary experience we're able to provide for our guests. We do have a culinary concierge on hand. They work with your clients on any type of dietary restriction or need they may have. So if you're a picky eater, we're a great option. If you like fine dining, we're a great option. We include all of the unlimited premium liquors, so you can always count on that with us. That also includes red and white wines by Robert Mondavi. That includes an array of different craft brews. Something else that really sets us apart is we do include non-motorized water sports. A lot of other resorts don't include the non-motorized water sports. We include them like snorkeling, paddleboard, our most notable being scuba diving. So we do include scuba diving. So that's really exciting. We also offer golf at some of the resorts where we have golf. We include all of your tips. So unlike most all-inclusive resorts, you do not have to tip. Tips are already factored in. And then we also include the transfers to and from the airport. So that's something that you're not going to find at most all-inclusives.
Yeah, I don't think people understand how important all of what you just said is. Like, you're including all of that stuff in the cost. And it's what makes Sandals a premium experience. Yes, you're going to pay a couple dollars more, but what you get out of it is valuable. And it really is an experience that you're paying for. I mean, you have the butler services that you have in your suites is top of the line. No tipping. The top of the line liquors and excellent food. You're really getting an experience at Sandals and Beaches. It's really exciting to know.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that having the inclusions is a luxury, and it brings you a peace of mind. So a peace of mind is luxury, and so that's why we try to really expand what we include with our package.
So now, how do you accommodate different types of guests at your resorts? So, like me, for instance, I'm not a pool guy. How do you take care of like different guests, and what do you have that can keep someone active and excited to be there for a full week?
Yeah, so like I mentioned on like the culinary end, we do have a culinary concierge on hand that works with clients in different dietary restrictions or needs they may have, whether they follow a Mediterranean diet or a paleo diet or a keto diet, or maybe they're allergic to something like peanuts. We cover that, which makes us a great option. If you're not a pool person, that's totally fine. We have we have of course beautiful beaches. Every single day of the week, we curate out different entertainment. So you'll always have different entertainment options. Of course, being an all-inclusive, it can be quite the foodie exploration. So if you like to dine, or even on the mixology end, a lot of different cocktails to go ahead and try. Different water sports you can get into. I personally like to go out on our Hobie Cats. You don't even have to be in the water if you don't want to. You can just go out on a little mini sailboat. We do have our day spas if you just like to unwind. And then we also have Island Routes, which is the excursion company that Sandals owns, that provides you all the excursion activities if you like to be active outside the resort. So
Yeah, that was my next question is what do you offer outside of the resort? So can you explain the Island Routes a little bit to us?
yeah, so Island Routes is our excursion company. They manage everything that we do outside the resort. So that could range from going on a catamaran boat, which is basically like just going out and exploring the island on a big boat. They also do stuff like swimming with the pigs in the Bahamas. That's really popular. Hopping on a helicopter tour in St. Lucia. Going to the Mount Gay Rum Distillery in Barbados. Floating down Martha's Brae on a bamboo river raft in Jamaica. They really handle every type of experience you can have outside of the resort on all the different islands we're on.
That's exciting. There's some fun stuff you just mentioned there. Definitely worth looking into. So how about wellness? You talked about the spas. What kind of wellness and fitness activities do you guys offer for your guests?
Yeah, so all of our resorts are going to include their own day spas. So all guests have full access to the day spas, the soaking tubs, steam rooms, saunas. You do have services that do come in an additional fee. Maybe you want to have a massage on the beach, or you want to get a manicure or a pedicure. Those are things that we go ahead and we offer. We do have all of our resorts do have their own gyms as well with fitness instructors. If you'd like to work with a personal trainer and you'd like to stay health conscious, some of our resorts even offer yoga on the beach if you want to do yoga on the beach. With us, you can always curate out your own health and wellness retreat. You could put a little group together, work with Michael in our groups department, and we could curate out any sort of health and wellness trip you'd like to do. The things you'd want included, maybe you want to do yoga on the beach the first day, maybe you want to do a spa pampering the second day, maybe the third day you just want to do a group meditation or group fitness class. Those are all things that you can do with us.
That's very cool. That's very cool. Now, the one big thing in that I've learned in the Caribbean is sustainability is a big issue right now. Can you tell us some of the things that Sandals and Beaches are doing to push the sustainability movement?
Yeah, so one of the big pushes that we really had was switching out everything that was plastic, like our straws. Switching to paper straws was definitely a big push for us, in order to maintain the habitat that we exist in. Sandals also has its own Sandals Foundation. So the Sandals Foundation basically promotes the wellness of these islands, the upkeep, the ecology of these islands, maintaining all of that. At all of our resorts, you can find different types of vegetation. Like at our Sandals South Coast, for example, we maintain 27 different types of vegetation on resort because the resort exists on a nature plantation. It's about 500 acres. So those are just some of the efforts that we have, but we're always working on growing it.
Yeah, that's very cool. And a lot of people look for that kind of thing, and it really makes them feel good about the places they visit. So now we talked about Sandals, but I think the biggest thing in my mind that I think of Sandals and white sandy beaches is I think of weddings. Can you tell me a little bit about what Sandals offers for people who want to experience a wedding at Sandals?
Yeah, so when you go ahead and you book a wedding with Sandals, we do provide some different options for you. One option is you can always hop on a webinar with our weddings department. Michael can facilitate that. Our weddings department via webinar can go over any type of question you might have regarding a wedding, kind of show you examples of stuff that they can do for you. We also offer something called a test drive, where you can get down to resort on a heavily discounted rate. You can sit down with our weddings department, go over the different locations for a ceremony or reception. You can pick out your table linens. You can pick out the cake you want served, the signature cocktail. Those are all things that you can do with us. We do have over-the-water wedding chapels, which complement, of course, being able to do a wedding on a beautiful beach. We also have gardens. We have chapels. We have gazebos. So we have a lot of different setups. My personal favorite is in Barbados. We actually have a rooftop deck area where you can do a wedding in. You don't have to have your feet in the sand, but you get the beautiful ocean view. So that would be awesome. That would be my personal choice as my favorite wedding location.
That's great. So, and you guys just rolled out like a whole new wedding program this year, starting in 2024, with lots of different options. So it's not just a cookie cutter wedding. You guys can curate several different options and making it a very unique experience for the bride and groom. I've gone through some of the training with them, and it's gorgeous. Some of the stuff that they're coming out with down there. It's definitely worth talking to me if you're having a wedding coming up and you want to plan that. It's awesome. One of the things that Sandals does that I think is very unique and different, and maybe you can tell us a little bit about it and give us some ideas about it, is the 777 deals. I try to promote these all the time. They're just such great deals you guys do. Can you tell us a little bit about them?
Yeah, so Sandals is always running some different promotions. Our 777 deal can provide you a lot of different discounts at 7 different resorts, 7 different room categories. So that's a promotion that you can always count on as kind of a bread and butter option. We also just recently launched our Winter Blues special, which is an all-new promotion that we're running till the end of this month. And what we're including with that is some air credit just to make it a little bit easier for all of you to get down to the Caribbean.
That helps a lot. That helps a lot. That's very cool. Oops, sorry about that. Okay. So let me ask you this question. What's your favorite resort?
So that's an evolving question, because we're always doing updates. We're always changing resorts. If you had asked me 2 years ago, I probably would have said that Barbados was maybe my favorite. Just about 16 months ago, we opened a new resort in Curacao. So Curacao is definitely at the very top of the Sandals guest list. I would say my favorite resort right now is our Sandals Dunn's River. It's our newest resort. We just opened it up in Ocho Rios, Jamaica. It's just a whole new level. But here's the thing: by March, when the resort opens in St. Vincent, that one might take the candle. That one might get right to the top. It changes a lot, but for a considerable amount of time, I would have said Barbados. What we did in Curacao was really amazing, and that's all pretty recent. But Sandals Dunn's River seems to be the one that people are really kind of going bonkers over. So that's up in Ocho Rios.
Adam, he had very, very positive things to say about Dunn's River, and he really enjoyed going there a couple months back. He really had some very nice things to say about it. But you brought up a great point. You're always evolving as well. So you may have gone to one of these resorts in the past, but it's evolving and changing and growing and getting better all the time, correct?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's the order of how I place it kind of always changes. And here's the thing. Everybody has their different favorite Sandals resort. I've heard a lot of different thoughts and opinions on it. So it really is all kind of up to you. So, yeah, we're always doing updates. We're always adding new towers. So, it's just a part of upkeeping and maintaining, nice 5-star resorts. So,
Absolutely. Well, let me ask you this one last question. Is there anything that my audience should know about Sandals and Beaches that could help them make a decision to choose you guys over a competitor?
Yeah, so one of the big advantages that we have is, on most of these little islands that we're on, we're going to have the most offerings in terms of the all-inclusive package, the food, drinks, the water sports. St. Lucia, for example, St. Lucia is actually my favorite island. We have 3 resorts. We have 28 different dining options. I mean, that's just completely unbeatable from the foodie perspective. 21 different bars. We have you can golf there with us, 3 different stretches of beach, all the different pools, all the different hot tubs, all the different entertainment. We have a lot of these hubs like that, and you could even include like Ocho Rios in there, or even Barbados, where competitors just can't beat us in terms of the number of options, whether that's the beach or the food or the drinks or even our water sports inclusions. So Sandals really has some great hubs. You could even include Beaches, Turks and Caicos in there if you want to take your family on a vacation. Beaches, Turks and Caicos is the most popular family all-inclusive in the Caribbean. So if you want to have a relaxing, not have to take the wallet out family vacation, then Beaches, Turks and Caicos is probably your number 1 beach option.
It's definitely on my bucket list to take the girls. And now you did mention one thing. When you stay at one resort, if there's a resort down the street, you have access to go to that resort, correct?
Yeah, so anytime you're staying at a Sandals, if there's another Sandals nearby, we do provide the transfer options. We call it our stay and play program. So, for example, in Montego Bay, Jamaica, we have 2 resorts. They're just 5 minutes apart. You can go ahead and wake up at your resort, spend the day at the beach, by the pool. In the evening, you could transfer over to the other one, do dinner and entertainment there. So it's easy to get off resort with us, and that's a big advantage that we have right now currently.
Well, guys, we've given you every option to choose Sandals and Beaches for your next vacation. When you're ready to book, contact me, travelmationmichael.com, and I would love to be able to put together a package for you. David, thank you so much for coming on with us today. We greatly appreciate it, and we look forward to booking Sandals and Beaches and coming down and visiting with you guys down there. Thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing you guys again next time with Travel with Michael. Thank you so much, and have a great day.